Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I am here to give you a reading today. So happy 5/5 portal, everyone. Welcome in, Lilith. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Okay, so the usual. If you're new, welcome. Okay, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. My legal disclaimer is in the description box below. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes shadow banning, gatekeeping, and copywriting up my messages. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah, there is something just like nostalgic and awesome about spring cleaning, right? Okay, so I feel like I don't get bullied on this platform. It's mainly the other one. All right, so now we're going to do the prayer. So I ask that God give us the grace, the light of God, the glory of God, and the heavenly host armies. We ask that the Most High continue to order our steps when dealing with anything in the psychic realm or the spiritual realm. We also ask that the Most High God, the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, to please return and block out any evil or anyone that has negativity or that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. Okay, we pray for the Holy Spirit, the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to us. And I pray for all of my subscribers. Okay, I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on the earth. I am eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers. And thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles and doing all sorts of great holy things. Thank you, literally, for all the miracles that you create in my life and the collective. Thank you, God. And I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. And anything that you have to say, God, that you want to other people to be aware of. Okay, so I was grabbing What's the Tea, but I'm also being attracted to the Guardian Angel Message Tarot. I really like that deck. Actually, I like a lot of these decks. Some of them are just way better than others. It's like always a different purpose, you know, like for each deck. Okay. And I have a lot of them that have the books. And so I used to read the books because honestly, what's in the book for each card is so flipping good. But then I have some that I just got off of like Temu that don't have the books in them, and they don't really need an explanation. So let's see what this 5/5 portal, what the tea is, what is coming in for everybody. Because I get a big high vibration. Unbothered, you remaining unbothered by anybody trying to stress you out. Literally. Like I was just feeling, it's more of a transition of people that were trying to use the collective's energy to alchemize their life for the better. They're not going to be able to do that. They're also the psychic vampires. You know, these things have been alive for a very long time. It's time for them to just die. Like, hurry up and die already. Why don't you? Or maybe they are dead. I don't know. Whatever they are, they suck the life from people. They're not going to be able to do this anymore. They're going to have to feed their, what I just say, moving on. Thank you. Next. You're moving on from this. You're moving on from these people, and you're moving on from the past. Because it just doesn't serve you to stay in a space, you know. What is your soul's purpose? Let's find out. So I can only give you hints and clues. Yeah, the parasites have been decapitated. Exactly. I can only give you hints and clues to what your gifts are. But your purpose is basically going to be however you want to use those gifts to help yourself and help other people, right? So that's what I can look in. Well, I've always picked up like, you know, shaman-like energy from you. I do feel like you're a healer. All right, you're dealing with somebody that's a divination abuser. So I feel like you could possibly even do divination. Maybe it's not cards. Maybe it's just you using your intuition. But like what I'm getting is that when people come to you and ask you for your opinion, they really want you to use your intuition to help them. If that makes sense. And I'm like these people that come to ask, they know there is something within them that pulls them towards you because they know that they can't they can't just pull cards and get the answers, that you most likely will have something not only wise but brilliant to say back to them. And that's why people their entire life has like, hi, welcome in, Mark, has basically they've they've well, you've been the light in the family. Even though you're treated like a black sheep a little bit, you've actually been the light for the entire family. Every time you walk into a room, you basically bring the light with you, and that helps people. It helps people who are stuck in a space of like, oh, oppression, move forward. So I definitely feel like part of your gifts is using your tuition, but I also get that you have an artistic talent, Lilith. You also process shadow work faster than most people. So when something comes up in your reality, you don't run away from it. You just like address it head on and then you overcome it. There's a lot of people that will not do that. That just like think that, oh my gosh, okay, like looking at situations that could be really deeply damaging, like adoption or abandonment, that's like kind of the same thing. There are people that are not willing to face those things because it's too scary for them. Yeah, thank you so much, Lilith. Yeah, please drop a like, you guys, and make sure that you guys subscribe. And then if you have a question, I will try to address it. But yeah, you have a light that guides other people. And I really feel like it's going to benefit you to just continue to tap into that energy and to use it. However, I also feel like you may want to become somebody that does Reiki, because you're definitely a healer. You heal people with your throat chakra and you can heal people with your hands. And these other people that want to be like, there are a lot of people that want to be tarot readers right now. They want to be diviners. They want to be shamans. They want to be all these things right now, like really, really bad. Right. But that's not their calling. Using your intuition and healing other people's is part of your calling. So you've got a lot of people that are very confused, that abuse divination, that pull cards on themselves, which I'll never recommend doing, unless except in this one circumstance, but I can't talk about that circumstance yet. But as of now, Spirit says pulling cards for yourself causes so much confusion. These people are really, really not getting correct answers. So having somebody that has the answer within them, that you have the answers within you. And that's basically, okay. The question was asked by Shakuntala. Let's see. That was asked by you. Oh my God. I thought that was asked by you, Lilith. So you already know everything that I was just talking about. Thank you for correcting me though. Cause like literally I was reading your energy and not reading his. Now let me look at this. Okay. So Shakuntala, I hope I didn't butcher that. I'm really sorry if I said your name wrong. So let's see. Thank you, you guys. I'm so funny. Like, that is so funny. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I get that you're a very loving person. What I'm getting as far as your soul purpose, I'm getting a lot of loving parenting energy. I'm also getting like a teacher's energy. Maybe, do you want children? Okay, good. Do you want children? I don't know why I'm seeing children, but I'm seeing children and I'm seeing you being a good example for other people. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Maybe you left a lifestyle that was partying, or you have somebody that's in that still in that lifestyle. I'm not necessarily getting you being a teacher, but I do get that you're very smart. Did you study child psychology or anything like that? Because I'm getting that you may want to look into working with children. I mean, that's just super high compatible for you. And what I'm getting is that you're going to feel very fulfilled. Also, being a parent, that's a big part of your purpose. You wanted to come here so that you could be a parent. And, all of the beautiful things that you get to engage in when being a parent, right? Like you enjoy each phase of the child's life. But I also get that, I'm hearing hypnotherapy for some reason. So you may have gotten hypnotherapy or you may be into hypnotherapy. I feel like Also, past life regression is what I just heard. So it also may benefit you to do past life regression because there's a lot of gifts coming from this other lifetime. Yeah, you want to be a good mother in the future. It's definitely part of your destiny. It's absolutely part of your destiny. And you may end up studying some type of, like I said, child psychology or child nutrition. It's something to do with children, and you may end up helping people. This may be something that you see somebody else do and you go, oh, okay, this is what I want. I just, out of the corner of my eye, just saw a Kundalini serpent. So, 5 of Earth, lack, worry, and assistance. Okay, so basically, where you're in feeling like you're lacking purpose right now, I feel like this time for you, I don't want you to worry about this. You are, see how the angel is opening the door for her? That's what's happening right now. You're knocking and asking, and the doors are opening for you. So the angelic realm really is, they're giving you angel numbers like a lot. And so always research the angel numbers and then apply it to whatever you're doing at the time and whatever you're thinking about. And that's going to give you your own personal reading. But I really feel like you don't need to worry about the lack of direction because you're basically receiving it today. It does have to do with, being a teacher, being a mother, and I just heard being a saint. You have saint energy within you, which means you're a really good person. If somebody asks you for the shirt off your back, you would most likely give it to them. Yes, you do see a lot of angel numbers. So this past winter was a lot of indecision. This 2 of air, it says indecision, avoidance, and confusion. I feel like it's just because, like I said, the lack of direction. Good, you guys. You can feel your third eye. That's good. Yeah, Ace of Air. Look at this. This is a child right here. You're being guided towards helping children in some type of way. Inspiration, communication, and adjustments. So that could literally be even like a child counselor or child therapist. Inspiration, communication, and adjustments. That's, you're going to be inspired divinely how to heal people. Yeah, anytime you guys see special number sequences like 555, 1111, 1212, 111, all of that, I would be looking that up. Like, and just becoming aware that when you're seeing those numbers, that you are in alignment, like you are receiving from the divine. Okay, this 8 of air, I totally understand this because this is self-doubt and confusion and free will. So you may feel like restricted in some type of way, or you just may doubt, that you'll be able to accomplish something great, which is really not the way to think. Because I feel like you're about to enter into some type of study or something where you're learning how to help children. This, whatever you do for a living, is also going to help. Like, whatever this is that you end up doing with children is going to help you be a very good parent. And also, I feel like you are tapping into ancient ancestral wisdom, and that is going to help you feel more confident because you have your ancestors backing you up right now. Actually, probably your whole life, but I definitely see right now. Wow, the wheel, luck, progress, and change. So yeah, don't worry about this self-doubt. Okay. I really feel like this self-doubt that you're experiencing is something that was instilled in you by another person. I don't feel like you doubt yourself because I feel like you doubt yourself because of somebody else from your childhood or something like that. But yeah, you need to let go of that and trust that you're going to guide yourself towards a beautiful life because you do see 1212 a lot. Yeah. I definitely saw that number, which means, new inspiration and taking steps towards that, fulfilling that inspiration. Also, I'm seeing somebody that can write and illustrate children's books, but then I'm also seeing you reading the children's books to people. So there's kind of quite a few different options here. Page of air, truthful, analytical, and outspoken. Yeah, you carry a truth within you that is like gold, literally. It's worth gold. Awakening. You're going through an awakening right now. Even though it looks like this person's falling out of the sky, they're actually falling into the right position. It says pause, perspective, and selflessness. Yes, that's why I said that that selflessness energy is saint energy. Like, I literally think that in another lifetime you were a saint. Probably one of the ones that the Catholic Church talks about and has their bones and stuff. Eight of Water, searching, empowerment, and fulfillment. So yeah, you're going to be walking down this road with this angel, and these angels are going to be guiding you towards your greatest fulfillment as you go through this awakening. So yeah, in the past, and I'm picking up winter time for some reason, this winter was a little bit difficult for you because you were just feeling kind of confused on which way to go. But this springtime, this portal that we're in right now, this awakening that you're having right this moment, this is going to lead you to becoming a saint, like somebody that, yeah, the devil is a liar. I agree with that. This is going to lead you to fulfilling your highest purpose. It does have to do with children, but you also have an inner child. Like, we all have an inner child, right? And the more that we can learn how to heal our inner child, what I'm getting is that you may end up writing a book. You may like a book that is for adults on how to heal their inner child, and on how, when a child is growing up, so that they don't grow up and have a broken inner child, that a process of healing for that child. Like, this is going to be something that you study, and then as you study it, you develop your own opinion. So make sure you have a journal to write stuff down. I also get that you get things in your dreams, but you haven't been remembering your dreams, which is not good because you're getting inspiration from the dream state. King of Air, knowledgeable, objective, and respected. So yeah, you may end up coming into contact with the King of Air, who gives you a lot of knowledge about, yes, you had inner child traumas. Yeah. So as you develop and learn how to heal those traumas, you're going to be making a format, basically, like what you follow, and you're going to be able to bring that to be printed. Like, it could literally be a book about your life and everything you've gone through and how you've healed your inner child, but it also will have in it how to keep other people's inner child healthy and thriving, right, and active. Nine of Water. This is going to bring about your wishes, dreams, and happiness. Because like I said, it's going to make you such a good parent. There's a lot of parents that don't understand their children because they don't understand their inner child. You know what I mean? Oh, bye, Mark. It was nice coming in while you were here. So yeah, this is a good sign. This is a very good sign. And I really feel like this is your time to shine. Yeah, this Knight of Air, you're intellectual, determined, and motivated. How many airs? We've had quite a few airs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 air energies. So air signs could be very important to you. You don't have to be an air sign, but you have a lot of air sign energy in your chart. 3 of Water. Yeah, celebration, community, and friendships. You are going to build a community around you of people that support you. You're a Gemini moon. Okay. So yeah, you are air sign. So that makes sense. So this 3 of Water is the energy of a white butterfly. White butterflies may be a sign to you that somebody from the other side is communicating with you. So, whoa, that is too many cards that just fell. My goodness. So yeah, you're going to build a community around you of supportive people. Another child, Ace of Fire, opportunity, creativity, action. So yeah, there will be an opportunity that comes to you that is very creative that you're going to take action on. You see how the angel is still guiding her? That's why I love this deck. Like in each, it shows you how the angels are guiding you in each step of how this is going to progress. And this success that you have, like you're going to be one of the people that are in the billboards for having, what is it called when you have a book that does really good? Oh my God, I forgot what it's called. Some type of list or something that you get put on for the time. You're going to have a book that can help everybody, adults and children. A bestseller. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I was like, what is it called? Yeah, you're going to have a bestseller. And it's going to be a book that remains a bestseller, not just goes through like a hype and then ends off, because every single person that's alive has inner child work to do. That's why what you write is going to benefit every person that's alive, literally, because it's going to be your own unique perspective and how you went about healing your inner child traumas. Because I just want you to know, oh my God, I could cry. I could cry the amount of stuff you've been through. I just want you to know that everything that you had to go through as a child was to prepare you for this moment right now, so that you could be here to heal your inner child and to help other people do the same. Because you can't blame your parents for not being able to give you what they were not given. Like they didn't understand unconditional love. And so that's why you didn't pick up on that, but you were always an unconditionally loving person. So that's why this is going to be the sweetest success for you. Okay, let's do one more card. 9 of Wands. So all of this time that you've spent crying, every tear that you've ever cried has been a libation to your ancestors, and your ancestors are coming through very strong. They don't want you stuck in bed. They don't want you in this negativity and in this worry. The worst thing you could do is worry about not succeeding, but you know that you're going through an awakening. And the more that you know that you are God and that everything is God, the grass is God, the trees are God, this cup is God, everything is made up of the essence of God, right? And that's going to be a centering point of having oneness and being able to connect with your angels. Because I do get that you receive, you've been seeing white butterflies recently. I knew it. That is a definite sign that you are building your community and that somebody is communicating with you from the other side. See, they're not wanting to, the beings of light will not impede on your free will unless you give them permission. There's certain circumstances, like if you were to be in a car accident or something like that, that they can, but they can intervene and move you out of the way, right? But like they won't intervene on your free will, but they will send you signs. So seeing the white butterflies, seeing the angel numbers, those are signs that you're getting prepared to basically live in your destiny and create a future that is going to be a long-lasting future. This King of Air may be somebody that ends up helping you with your career. So yeah, you're going to teach people how to release, how endings, transformation, and freedom, how to become free of this 9 of Swords, this despair that you were in as a child. You're going to basically help people release that. And look at this. What's next? 6 of Water, the child. It literally says memories, childhood, and nostalgia. Okay, we're going to do 2 more cards and I'll go on to the next reading or the next person or the next question. But yeah, this memories, childhood, nostalgia, 6 of Water, that you're going to be able to help people focus on the parts of their childhood that was good. Because doesn't it seem like the memories that were negative seem like they stick the strongest? This is going to bring justice to you and to other people, which is fairness, the law, and karma, and it's everybody's responsibility to heal their own inner child, right? And to entertain themselves. Queen of Fire, intelligent, exuberant, and determined. So yeah, you've got this very determined energy and you're going to be very successful. So continue to move forward, continue to heal, continue to go towards your dreams and goals, and you're going to do just fine. And like I said, now that you know that it has to do with children and it has to do with you healing your inner traumas and then helping other people do the same, that's basically what God has for you. Okay, so let's see the next question. Let's see. See, I don't think that mark isn't here anymore. Can I say the hair color of the twin flame? That's really specific and random. I don't feel like I want to do that. Let's see. Okay, so Divyanasha Mishra, sorry. Okay, I know I butchered that and I apologize. So what is coming towards you? Is that what you asked? Let me just see. Where'd it go? What is coming towards you? Okay, there we go. Okay, good. I'm so glad that that helped you. I'm so glad that that helped you. Okay, so now we're going to see what's coming to Divyanasha Mishra. Hopefully I said it a little bit better that time. Okay. Wow. Ace of Water, emotions, relationships, and intuition. Look at that. So you have a relationship coming towards you. This could be the reigniting of a relationship that you already have, but it doesn't have to be. Wow. What is this that wanted to pop out? Six of Water, memories, childhood, and nostalgia. So you could be very intuitive right now. You could be feeling very tapped in, like very tapped into the divine. Yeah, you're definitely single. You have somebody that's coming towards you though. And this could be somebody that you end up having a child with, or this could be somebody that you knew from your past. But I'm getting that if it is, you just knew of this person, you didn't actually know them. Like maybe they were the child of another family. I'm definitely picking up on somebody that's the same culture as you. 8 of Fire, speed, activity, and multitasking. So you are bringing something to the forefront here. I don't know what it is that you're working on, but I'm getting that this is going to come in quick. Well, I don't mean that the guy is old. I just mean that like maybe as a child, your family knew their family, like that person's family, but I'm not picking up on somebody that's like old. But it is a new relationship because you've never had a relationship with this person before. And the emotions that this person's going to evoke in you, you're going to be like, what is this? Because it's not going to feel like a regular relationship. Yeah, you're definitely in the Queen of Fire energy here. There's like a crown on her chest. You're sitting in your power. I feel like you're going to develop something. It could be this relationship, but it's not only like the relationship that's coming towards you. I feel a lot of happiness is coming towards you and a lot of inspiration. The energy of fire to me is like passion and inspiration. So there may be something that you're becoming more passionate about at this time. I would follow those little leads of passion, right? I just heard matchmaking. I don't know if you're a matchmaker or if you even know that you have, yeah, Cupid has given you some type of ability. I can sense that. You may have an intuition about people's relationships and their compatibility. 3 of Water, celebration, community, and friendships. Yeah, you're going to have a group of people like that white butterfly again, a group of people that support you. Also, your ancestors are here and they're guiding you towards taking action just in the areas of your life where you feel like you have been stagnant, where you don't know where to go or what to do next. Basically, I heard that you're making a lifestyle change right now. Maybe you're eating more healthy. Maybe you're drinking more water. Maybe you're drinking tea. Maybe you're realizing right now that it's going to really help. Did I talk to you about developing a dating app? I don't know why that's coming up again, but what I'm hearing is that you may have something you're working on yourself. Exactly. So this work that you're doing on yourself is very important because it's going to help you with your friendships. It's going to help you, you're going to have a reason to celebrate with the community. It's going to help you. And it is helping you, like you're literally being guided. King of Air, knowledgeable, objective, and respected. There may be a masculine energy that comes in to guide you or to just give you a little nudge. I mean, literally, you may end up working with this person on creating like an app or something like that, but you are working on your physical health and your spiritual health, which I am so proud of you. As it takes a lot to look at, you know, was it your reading? So it's coming up again. So yeah, you guys may want to think about that. I mean, look at all of the dating apps that are on there right now that do not have any type of intuition about it. It's like people either swipe left or swipe right or whatever. It's like just puts it up in the air. Also, this dating app that you create may be for a certain culture. It may be like Hindu dating app or something like that. I don't know why I'm drawing a circle with my finger. It's something that's going to bring about completion. Like you would have been like, oh, well, I wish that this existed when I was single because this really would have helped me. That's what you're going to end up saying about this. And like I said, this person that comes in, this relationship is going to be the same type of culture as you and have the same background as you, if that makes sense. Come from the same area. Ace of Earth, abundance, opportunity, and resources. This person that comes in is going to bring in a lot of resources. Literally, this could very well be an idea that you have. And I look at that, the white butterfly again. That is wild. That is wild. It must be on repeat in this deck. But yeah, this person's going to be very knowledgeable. You may end up learning a lot from this masculine energy. And I feel like they're going to bring balance into your life. Four of Fire. Now, this to me looks like Twister. Do you guys know the game Twister? That's what that looks like they're doing to me, right? Or they're not doing it to me, but that's to me, that's what it looks like. You have been seeing a ton of white butterflies. I have too. I saw one the other day when I was outside and I'm like, white butterfly. Every time I see a butterfly, I have to like address it and say hello to it. And I love it. Every time I see a horse, same thing. I love you, horsies. But this prosperity, contentment, and celebration came out twice. You're going to have a reason to celebrate. And not only you doing the work on yourself, it's going to help you heal. It's going to help other people heal too, because other people are going to see, wow, look at this strength, courage, compassion, passion, and perseverance. So again, this is going to be a very strong relationship. And it could be romantic and it could be work involved. And so I'm not getting any warning like, oh, you shouldn't, if you date this person, you shouldn't work with them. I feel like whatever knowledge they have will complement yours. Thank you so much, Lilith. You are awesome. Yeah, this courage that you have is what's going to propel you into, this passionate exchange that you have. Three of Fire, goals, expansion, and vision. You're going to have a greater vision of what you want. And when this person comes into your life, and I'm getting how long is this? Let's see. Is it 6 weeks? No. Is it a year? Is it less than a year? It's less than a year. Is it more than 7 months? Okay, so it may be 6 months or so until you meet this person, or it may be within the next 6 months. I do feel like something has shifted today, like it shifted in your sleep this morning. Renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. Wow. So this is the process that you're going through. You are going through a renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. Yeah, you're going to be like I said, completely new person. Like literally, you're going to just feel brand new. I love it. I love that. So this 8 of Air energy comes out almost all the time that I use this deck. It just has to do with self-doubt and the fact that if you use your free will to doubt yourself, and this is what most people do, and it's absolutely normal. I'm not saying it's bad it's not healthy and it's not good for your progress, but it's obviously a normal experience that you're going to have. When some things come in and they seem to be too good to be true, you need to use your intuition and ask, and not just assume that it's too good to be true, because you could have just experienced the low compatible scale of things throughout your life. And that's what I'm getting, is that it will cause confusion if you doubt what God, what it feels like when the devil sends someone to you, how that person acts. This person will be so opposite of that you'll be like, okay, I feel like this confusion, this is an energy that has plagued you for quite some time because it keeps you stagnant. It's basically making you confused about where you want to go and what you want to do. And you felt like you were lost because you don't have a romantic partnership. This Knight of Water, I feel like this Knight of Water is the same person as this King of Air. This is just talking about how this relationship is going to progress. This person's going to come in maybe as a business interest, or somebody that's going to want to invest in you or something like that. And then you're going to realize not only are they respected, but they're romantic, emotional, and then dramatic love as well. So yeah, that person, that's the same energy right there. The King of Air and the Knight of Water. Six of Earth, charity, generosity, and windfall. So this person may be involved in charity work, or you may get involved in charity work, or it may be something that you just offer a private service to somebody. But there is generosity, windfall. People are going to want to give to you with whatever this is that you end up doing. And again, you're going to make a beautiful impact on the world. Like I'm specifically getting like that they need to have a good matchmaking site, or you could be even end up being a relationship counselor or something like that. Like with the abilities that you were given in this lifetime, there's quite a few different things that you could choose from that would benefit you to do. King of Earth. This is still the same person, prosperous, generous, and successful. So this person that comes in for you, this relationship, this man's going to have money. They're going to be prosperous, very generous, and successful, and they're most likely going to take care of you. But at the same time, you're finding that inner passion in your life right now and what you want to do with your life. This person's going to fall in love with you because they're going to see you following that passion, and they may witness this rebirth happen. And so, yeah, you're going to have a really happy life. Just continue to be patient. Don't doubt yourself. When you feel pulled to something, investigate it. Like, it's not going to harm anything for you to just do some research. And you're a psychologist. So you already are a psychologist. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're finding your passion right now. Wow. Okay, awesome. So I hope that helped you. Okay, Vendongi. I don't know how to say it. I am so sorry. All right. So do you have a question that you want to ask? I can just start doing a free pull. Just call you V. Okay, that works. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So yeah, you being a psychologist, like that completely makes sense. Oh my gosh, totally 100%. Wow. Okay. So let's see what comes out for you. Okay. Ace of Water, emotions, relationship, intuition. This was the first card from the last one. You just saw me shuffle all of those. So you also possibly have relationship coming to her, by which time you will be earning money. Okay. Let's look at that. So if we're going to look at money, I want to use the money deck, because this Money Moves Oracle deck, it matches my backdrop, all of the cards, and I just really, really like it. Oh, Nur asked what messages her ancestors have for her. Okay, let me do yours really quick. We're going to use this deck. Okay. So let me just tap into your ancestors. Give me 1 second. Okay, Nur. Your ancestors are telling you right now that you're going through a shift. It's basically a transition. You're transitioning. There's a part of you, or an aspect of you, or a part of who you used to think that you were, that's dying away. Something is it's like a part of, it's an illusion, basically. It's being cut away. Wow. Are you receiving justice right now for something? I feel like literally this old part of you had to die for this justice to come in. Also, part of whatever your purpose is here is to use your abilities to bring about fairness and justice and to help balance things. It would be very interesting to see where Libra is positioned in your chart. I get that you might have a Libra North Node, which is part of your divine life purpose. There are certain people on this planet that just know how to bring balance to things. So you may work with herbs. That may really help you. Second house Libra. Okay, actually, that makes sense. Yeah, that's definitely part of your purpose and why you came here. Four of water, distraction, self-absorption, discontentment. So this justice energy. Oh, it's the first house. Okay, the first house has to do with like your physical setting with Pluto on it. Now Pluto has to do with wealth. So yeah, that could definitely be about money making. What I'm seeing where your energy, you've been a little bit distracted lately with this discontent energy. And I feel like you may feel like something was unfair. Is there anything that you feel like was unfair? Or, oh, my ear just started ringing really loud when I said that, was unfair or uneven or something like that. It may be something that you end up going through that was like an injustice that you end up creating justice and then talking about it to other people. I get that your throat chakra, you use your throat chakra to help. Nine of water, wishes, dreams, and happiness. So you're getting rid of this aspect of yourself that was like looking at things as being one type of shade. And you're stepping into this part. Yes, the X situation. Okay. So yeah, you're going to be stepping into this energy of having your wishes fulfilled and your dreams come true and happiness. And so yeah, this energy of the past, like it is a past self that you had to sacrifice so that this new part of you could step forward, right? Yeah, eight of fire, speed, activity, and multitasking. Wow. So this is bringing quick, rapid change to you, like super quick change. And I feel like it may seem kind of overwhelming at first, but as you go through this change, you're going to realize that you were ready for it. Because, I feel like somebody really just like played over your top. They treated you like you were stupid and you're not. And so all of the way that that person made you feel is being cut away. Queen of fire, intelligent, exuberant, determined. So you're going to be very determined to be successful and to use your heart. And like you have such a pure heart. This person did injustice to you and you're not like, you may be unhappy about it still not being fair, but you have not sought revenge against them. And I'm very proud of you for that because a lot of people would have just tried to get revenge, like straight up, or tried to get back at the person. And that's not what you're about. And you were dealing with somebody that was immature. Eight of water, searching, empowerment, fulfillment. Yeah, the more that you go within, the more, just let God do his thing. That's exactly it, because God's taking care of this. That's why this justice that comes in, it may be blind justice. And I explain blind justice to be like, let's say that somebody's planning, and this is just an example. So example that I thought of to use. It's not what's actually happening. But let's say somebody was planning to like come towards you and harass you. They get in their car and they try to drive towards you, and then boom, lightning strikes their car and they get thrown out of the vehicle and paralyzed. That would be blind justice, because it's not justice that you would know about, but it still happened. And it was like a reaction that the universe, when the universe creates justice, like that means the physical reality, kind of like Carrie, the movie Carrie, where she can control things and move them and stuff to create justice. It's kind of like that, but it's the universe doing it on its own to create balance with this situation. Because I feel like this person really tried to rip your heart out and stomp on it, and you took the higher road, like just the higher perspective, which I'm really proud of you for doing, because yeah, you are a dreamer. You may get messages in your dreams. Absolutely. He got definite backfires from the spells. And the good thing is that this magic did not even touch you. So I feel very confident about you being able to move forward. You're also very protective, and you're very protective and very protected by the divine. You do get messages in your dreams. So yeah, you may be inspired to create something. It could be a work of art, it could be a project, it could be a play, it could be something that you end up creating off of this experience, where it's kind of like you write about your story and how the injustice was done, but then you create a happy ending for yourself, if that makes sense. And I'm getting that if you write a happy ending for your story, that's what you'll receive. Three of Water, celebration, community, and friendships. Yes, your dreams will help inspire other people, and they'll help awaken other people as well. Because I get that you get some major downloads in your dream. Like you get messages about people, but then also situations that are happening in the world, which makes it very relatable to other people. So you may want to get a dream journal, write these dreams down, and yeah, continue communicating with your ancestors, because they are giving you messages in the dream state for sure. And they love you so much. They're like, please do not think that the next relationship is going to be like the past. There was an injustice that was done there because there was past life karma. You have cleared your end of the karma. This other person has not cleared their end of the karma. So I can't say that their life is going to get better. Yeah. No, I'm still reading Nur Karim right now. So I can't say that their life is going to get better, but I can say that your life is going to get better because you've done the work. The moon, intuition, illusion, and revelation. You're like underneath the moon at night when you're dreaming, you're going to have an important revelation about everything that we're talking about here, about how to heal, how to get this message to other people, and how to write a happy ending, like how to write a happy ending to your story. Because already the story, the way that it is, it's very interesting. You know what I mean? But if you were to create a happy ending for it, I mean, that's going to really just complete things for you. Also, your intuition is going to go off just like in ways that you've never experienced before. Good. Yeah, good. They love you so much. They're here to support you. The ones that have passed over, and then these ancient ancestors that you have that are actual extraterrestrials. So you have a genetic connection to like the blue Hindu gods. Like that's what I am specifically seeing, like Shiva and Vishnu and Parvati and Shakti and all of them. I'm seeing them in my mind. Yes, I do believe that a happy ending is here for you as well. And I feel like this problem that you went through with this person, this kind of damaging relationship that you had, has been here to teach you how to have a healthy relationship. Because with this person in your past, you didn't put up boundaries, and that's what you're supposed to be learning, is how in the next relationship, I don't feel like this person in the next relationship is going to mess with your boundaries, but you still will have boundaries there, right? Three of Earth, look at this, talent recognition and collaboration. So you may end up getting inspired, like I said, to create a piece of art or a play or a thing of writing or something like that, you know? They were Hindus before converting to Oz. Wow. Wow. That is just like so much confirmation. Your ancient ancestors were Hindus before converting to Islam a few hundred years ago. That makes sense. That makes sense why you have so much protection coming in. Okay. So yeah, you have a talent that you haven't discovered yet, and it could very well be something like this. You're a writer as a profession. Okay. So you're also doing writing. I'm getting that you may end up illustrating something that you write, like the cover. And then I feel like that you're a writer for profession. This 100% makes so much sense to me, why I'm telling you to write a happy ending to your story and then sell that and make the art for it, because it's going to help people. There's a lot of people that have been through a similar experience, but not everybody wants to talk about, like the shame of a relationship failing, even though it really wasn't your fault. You did everything that you could do to try to keep the thing alive. This other person was definitely the problem. But this is going to help a lot of people who are going through this same exact thing find peace and resolution. 7 of Air, awareness, caution, and consequences. I feel like you definitely know the consequences of not healing and not going on your personal journey. Like, you know how to tell people basically the consequences of staying stuck in a relationship that's unhealthy, toxic, or damaging, right? And that's what you're going to be able to, in a very beautiful way, you're going to be able to express that to other people. Ace of Water, emotions, relationship, intuition. This is exactly it. And teaching people how to use their intuition when they're in a relationship with somebody that's like a narcissist, especially because you're an empath. You know, you've had to deal with a lot of things that other people wouldn't have had to deal with. And I can't diagnose anyone with narcissism, but I can tell you that you have experienced multiple narcissists in the past, and you have learned how to work around their problems, basically. Really, public policy and economic development sort of writing. Yeah, I would definitely go into the creative writing aspect, because there is a lot of success. There's a lot of talent and recognition you'll get. And also, the High Priestess came out. Girl, yo, this is beautiful. This is intuition, wisdom, and patience. Yes, you're going to be able to teach people how to manage their own stress and how to manage a relationship where there is stress. Wow. The Magician, manifestation, empowerment, and preparedness. How to manifest a better life, how to manifest positive relationships. This is something that you're going to take notes on as you do this for yourself. Yes, for sure. You were affected by different multiple types of narcs for decades. I definitely agree with that. And there's a lot of people that have been in the same boat as you, and the way that you heal and the way that you help yourself could really help other people as well, especially if you put it into a form of writing or a play or any type of expression. Transformation. So the Tower can be a negative thing, but I'm not picking up on that here. I'm picking up on, you are walking, see that person's walking away from the Tower, the angels guiding them away from destruction. This is what you're going to help people do. Realization, life change, and liberation. You are going to help people manifest personal empowerment and preparedness with this realization of self, life change, and liberation. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And yeah, this ex may want to come back, but again, it's only because they don't have your energy anymore. And so they're discontented. But yeah, I would definitely say working on yourself, working in creative writing, and then all of the stuff that we just talked about is a really good idea. Okay. All right. Yeah, no way to the X. Exactly. They can do as much witchcraft as they want, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work. You know what I mean? That's the thing about magic, is that you can control the way that you send the energy out, but you never can control the way that it comes back. Yeah, and you have to understand that he knows that you get answers through your dreams. So that's one way that he tries to enter into your energy, is through the dream state, because he knows if you're awake, you're not, yeah, you trolled him in that dream. If you're awake, and this is what I'm saying, you're probably even more powerful in the dream state. A lot of the dreamers are. And so, yeah, he felt like that was a good way to sneak into your energy. And no, that got him kicked out. It got him booted out, literally, of your energetic field. Okay. So Vendongi, sorry, V. Okay. Now we're going to address your question. And what was your question? I think it was, what is coming towards you, wasn't it? You're so welcome, Nurkarim. You're so welcome. I'm glad that that was able to help you and give you some good guidance, like really good guidance. Wow. Okay. So are you wanting to know? Good. I'm glad that you feel optimistic. You should be optimistic. Yes, that's what I was just about to ask you, V, was that if you were wanting to know about. Yeah, absolutely. Hopeful, and you should feel hopeful and excited, okay? Because you do have a lot coming forward towards you. Okay, financial prosperity. Let's see. Well, the month of May is going to be a really good May. Really good May. It's going to be a really good month for you. Okay, because there is something transitioning within you. I think that you guys could be, may lead to earn money on your own. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. And I give you hugs back. Okay, so let's see. We're going to cut the deck and see what that gives us. Because I feel like this month of May is about, it's like mentality is dying and a new way of living is coming forward. What I just say, endings. So the old way that used to think about money is passing away. And not only that, it was like a limiting belief that you could only make money in doing one type of thing. And I'm picking up on you having multiple things that you can do. It says this cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. So yeah, it's saying goodbye. It's definitely true. This is saying goodbye to an old way of thinking about money. Okay. Exhausted, feeling financially drained, lacking viable option, recharge and regroup. So right now you're being guided to recharge, regroup, and to, like, the month of May is about cleaning out old stuff that you don't need anymore. And I'm specifically talking about beliefs, because the only thing I see working against you, V, is yourself. Like, it's definitely this fear that you've got. I feel like maybe you didn't grow up with a lot of money. Maybe your parents had different beliefs about money. Like, maybe they had beliefs that you still have right now that need to be healed. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it is you that has these beliefs. And once you get rid of these beliefs, because they are just things that are blocking you, things are going to shift very quickly. Like I said, you're very fertile. The month of May is all about fertility. You can look at that as sexuality, but it doesn't just mean that. It means it's time to think about family life and children. Don't sacrifice family for career. So you could be feeling like, oh, fear about losing money. Yeah, you could also be afraid that you're going to have to sacrifice like your family for your career. I really don't feel like that is the case. I feel like you're going to be able to bring balance into both. But what is it specifically you're afraid of losing money on? Because I don't see a loss happening for you. I don't see a money tree. Yo, you got some type of money tree. Dreams come true. You will get what you desire and enjoy your wealth. So yeah. The only way that I would feel like you would lose money is if you would go gamble, but I don't feel like you're a gambler, so I don't feel worried about that. Or if it's a gamble in your career, I don't know. I feel like you still have steady money coming in, and there may be an avenue for you to make more money. You want to learn some type of skill that you'll learn. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You want to be a helping hand to other people. So let's look at that. It says, need others to assist with services, increase productivity. Yeah, you don't gamble at all. I definitely felt that. So there is something that's here for you. Let's just take a look and see. Spirit, what is it? Okay. You may end up. Is this about going back to school? I don't think that this is about going back to school, but it may be a certification or something that you need. You're going to learn starting from tomorrow. Good. Okay. The fruits of your labor. This is ensuring you that you're not going to lose whatever this is that you're thinking about starting. It's gonna take off. Like, you're not going to lose. You're going to be able to reap the fruits of your own labor. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. So I'm getting a couple different things, but I was hearing some type of practice, you helping people. Yeah, don't limit yourself. Fear and doubt limit freedom of action. So let go of your worries. I think that the biggest thing that you're going through right now is the worry. I feel like that is something that is genetic. And so we're going to just clear that energy up right now. God, please. We're talking about this energy that is being passed down through generations from parents to child. It has to do with losing money. It has to do with worry, and it has to do with doubt. And we would like to we would like to give that up and clear that out of the way. It's definitely fear. And you know what fear is? It is genetic. Absolutely. That's what God was saying. So we're clearing it out. So literally, you know what fear is? False evidence appearing real. And the more that you create these scenarios in your mind where you're going to have like an ending where you lose, the more that you're going to experience that. But the moment that you switch the way that you think and you start focusing on this money tree and how you already have everything within you to begin some type of assistance for people. I don't know if this is, I keep hearing starting a practice, but I don't know what this practice is. If this is guiding, if this isn't like nutritious, guiding people in nutrition, I don't know what this is, but it's something that you already have knowledge about. Independence, it's going to give you independence. Manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. I don't know why I just heard that this helping hand may help direct you towards how to get this fruits of your labor, which is going to make you independent so that you're not going to have to rely on other people, which is going to take a lot of the stress off. It is in the medical field, so it is a medical practice. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to, when you begin this practice, it's going to take off that, all of that pressure of you feeling like money can be taken from you and that money is not going to come in, and all of the things that you're afraid of, that you're going to lose money. It's going to make you independent, so you don't have to rely on whatever it was that you were doing, or whatever customer base or whatever it was of the past, right? Because there's always, in the medical field, there are always people that need medical assistance, and it could be something like nutrition. It could be something like, well, you know, therapy, massage, all of that type of stuff, right? Yeah, you're going to learn skills that are tech related. Okay, perfect. So it could be even opening up, you know, either opening up or joining onto a clinic that already has a lot of people. It's going to be something that people really need. Yeah, the medical field is another thing for sure. Star power, become an influencer of the company and earn fame. There's something going to be about your face, like you're going to have some type of billboard in the future or something with your face on it, and it's going to be you stepping into the spotlight and becoming very, very powerful doctor or something like that, physician or some type of technician, you know, medical technician. Wisdom, you have a lot of wisdom in this area already, which is insight into the nature of physical objects, gives you foresight, right? And that's just talking about the physical body. When you, and I was like thinking of MRI and that type of like testing and stuff like that that people get all the time. This insight into the nature of physical objects will give you foresight on how to help people like find healthy, natural ways to bring their levels down. It's going to be something like that. It has to do with insight into the nature of physical objects into the body, is going to give you foresight and how to help people. Yo, foresight. I'm not even kidding. It says that on this wisdom card, but as I'm saying that, I pulled the foresight card. Yo, like this is live. There's no way I could have planned that. So yeah, pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. So I do feel like you are gaining foresight, and you're going to be very successful. Okay. I'm thinking that it may be like a year that it takes you to get this up and going. Love affair, you may fall in love with somebody that you work with. Literally, it may be like your receptionist or something like that. It says, beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. Well, you may end up marrying the person at work, and then they may end up leaving the job. So that it wouldn't be like you guys end up, celebration. It wouldn't be like you guys end up working together for long. This celebration, you're going to have a reason to celebrate in the future. Well, you actually have a reason to celebrate right now, because at least you're not lost. I mean, the thing that was really holding you back was that fear. And it was coming down through the generations, because your ancestors dealt with probably the British. They probably dealt with people that came in and took everything away from them. And so that primal fear, that root chakra fear, right, of losing money, it's just that trauma that your ancestors held, that you hold because of the trauma that was done in the past. And I'll say that any group of people that's experienced slavery or indentured servitude, or any of thing like that, they're going to be experiencing trauma that has to do with loss, separation, and, being forced into a low bracket, a low tax bracket or low money bracket by I don't want to just say like a white person, but by somebody who is of another ethnicity. There's definitely healing that still needs to happen with that. But I feel like that's kind of being cleared out of the way today. So, new beginning. This is exactly it. A new beginning for you. Thank you. Yeah, this is definitely a new beginning for you, for sure. I also am hearing something about meal plans. You may be changing the way that you eat, or you may want to change the way that you eat, or you may be helping people change the way that they eat. It could, like, I was getting something with nutrition. But this says that you will start a new job and life clean sweep over, hit the reset button. So yeah, this is definitely like hitting a spiritual reset, but you're blessing your ancestors just by being here today and by being willing to release these fears, because the fears are what's holding you back. Other than that, I don't see any opposing force. I don't feel like any crazy white group of white people are going to come in and take anything from you. So all of the fears in your ancestry and in your genetics from the past, you can let go of that, right? A new beginning is here. Alchemy. You can let go of it, or you can alchemize it to your benefit, right? And so using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secret transform the situation. So yeah, I would definitely not say using witchcraft, but because witchcraft to me is like, yuck, but there are people that are white witches that use herbs. And I think I did say, maybe I said something about herbs, that use things of nature to help. Okay, for doctory and okay, so let me just read that. Give me 1 second. So you gave a medical entrance exam for doctory, and until getting into the medical college, you want to learn some skills that will help you earn. Perfect. Yeah. Being able to guide people with their nutrition and their diet, because a lot of times what's going on physically could have to do with people's diet, like graphic designing, video editing. Okay, cool. So where this says star power, step into the spotlight, this could very well be talking about you creating videos that go into, spiritual aspects and physical aspects of health, right? And you know that the two are linked. Yeah. I mean, you're just fearing to do, well, you know what? I feel like this medical exam, even if you didn't pass it, you'd be able to take it again. But I do feel like you're very intelligent, V. You're very, very intelligent. Don't doubt that ability. Like and you learn very quickly from things. So I really do feel like you're going to be able to succeed. Bright ideas. This is exactly it. Using those bright ideas, you may end up becoming a content creator. That's why I was seeing, like, if you became a content creator and made your face the face of, basically it's like diet, exercise, nutrition, all of that stuff, making videos, you'll be very, very successful. So there may be something to think about. And especially helping people that have the same type of belief system that you do about food and about health, right? But I do feel like you're going to be able to become a doctor. So this is good. Savings. You always need to put something away for a bad day. Create savings from the future. You may even help people, like, literally save money on food. Like, with your advice, may help people save money financially. It also may help you save money, like having a side gig, basically. Yeah. It's very helpful skill to have for the rest of your life. I totally agree on that, Lilith. I totally agree on that. Yeah, design is like something that some people's brains just can't do that. So it's definitely a skill. And again, it's just common sense to always put away some type of money, but I'm getting that you're going to help people save years of their lives. Like this, whatever this knowledge that you bring to the forefront, you'll become the face of it, and you're going to help people live longer and have happier life. What I just say, public face, you're going to bring it to the public, and you're going to inspire people to treat their bodies better and to eat healthier and to exercise in certain types of way. It could be certain types of yoga. It could be all sorts of different things, but you're going to come up with a system that you're basically going to give to your patients. Basically, you're very welcome. You're going to give this system to your patients. You're going to see how well it works. And you're going to be like, yeah, I need to be doing videos about this as well. And those videos are going to make you a very popular doctor. Literally. Guardian angel, you are being guarded you're being guarded. You're being guided and guarded by this divine angel that's here to go, okay, some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. So trust in your guardian angels. Investments. Yeah, investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Invest wisely. So you are going to invest very wisely and you're going to succeed. And like where it said foresight, that's going to give you the ability to invest right here. Okay. Let's do one more and see what it says. Shedding reduces losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. So you are absolutely going through a transition right now. You're very welcome. Oh, from India. I love India. This is going to be such a good unexpected surprise that's going to work out in your benefit. See how these cards match the background? I just love these cards because they match the background. And they're so positive. One more opportunity, new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Absolutely. You may end up having a mentor that could be a teacher, or it could be just, a mentor that helps you get this opportunity. Money matters. Expensive, save, cut cost, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice. So as long as you make a decision, yeah, this is going to be so positive. As long as you make a decision to move towards your goals, you're going to complete them. Okay, then I'm going to answer Lilith's question, and then I'll probably shut the reading down. So let's see. If you gave James a worthy funeral. Okay, let's ask. Well, this person was definitely at the funeral. I mean, their energy is still lingering around you. I don't know if you knew that. Yes, you're going to get the good thing, V. And you just need to believe in yourself. Yeah. And thank you for the Eye of Ra. I love that. Definitely believe in yourself because, you're going to be an inspiration to a lot of people who actually need this help. Yes, you did suspect his energy is still around. Absolutely. So I feel like, was this a recent funeral or was this happened a long time ago? I'm just wondering why this soul hasn't gone into the light all the way yet. I mean, they're very attracted to you and to your light. So what's going on, James? Why have you not crossed over all the way? It doesn't have to do with anything you did or didn't do. I think that he just doesn't want to leave the earth. Surprise, surprise. Well, that makes sense. I feel like he felt like that way when he was alive. I'm going to get this. Talking to heaven. Okay, God, I pray that whoever James is, because I can sense his energy, that he moves into the light, because I really feel like if he would just cross over, we can just cross him over. Okay, he's being crossed over right now. It's been a little before COVID, so it was a little bit well. Yeah, that's why I was like, man, he was there at the funeral and he had time to. So what, did he die in some type of traumatic way? I guess all deaths are traumatic, but was this any type of why would he still want to be here? Is this any type of suicide or anything like that? It says, don't be afraid. Wow, that's a message that keeps coming through today. That is so funny. Don't be afraid. So, I mean, I'm not afraid. I'm just wondering why he hasn't crossed over. It was sudden and unexpected. Okay, so that's why he feels like he doesn't want to leave the earth, because he feels like it was not his time. I'm definitely getting some other type of, and I never want to say shit like this, but I am picking up on another energy that was involved in his unaliveness. Okay, possibly could have downplayed his health. Absolutely. It says, remember me by the happy memories that we created. But I feel like somebody was causing his health condition. I don't know who this person is, but they were doing something to him. I send you loving signs through nature. Look at this with the butterfly again, you guys. Oh my gosh. So yeah, nature. So he is giving you signs. And I do feel like he wants to be remembered for who he was. Okay, so you have some of his things. You don't have any of his ashes or anything, do you? Because that would be, I almost every single time somebody carries around ashes of another person, that person's energy is attached to that. Yeah, he didn't want to let go. He never wanted to let go. But there was another energy that caused him to pass away, that caused him to get sick and pass away. Like I'm literally feeling like this other energy that was there. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I am so much better now. Yeah, he's a lot better now because he's not suffering like he was, you know. But he's going to be even better now that he goes into the light. Okay, but his guitar and so he's definitely attached to his guitar for sure. And the book they wrote is on his funeral. Okay. Did he have a girl or female energy in his life? There is somebody that was sending an attack, and this person is about to literally be put in a grave for doing this to this person. It's crazy. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Wow. That is such a big sign. The moment that the casket hit the ground, it started to rain like crazy. That's because his ancestors are fucking pissed. I mean, they're like bawling. The whole universe wept. Wow. He was really a good-hearted person. He did not deserve this. We are so connected. Absolutely. You guys are still connected. I feel healthy and happy. So this is how he's feeling right now because he just barely crossed over. But yeah, he was definitely walking around as, a spirit that just is like not understanding why, somebody did something to him. We will be together again. I truly do believe that. I believe now that he's crossed over, he'll have the ability to be, yeah, okay. I think he was lonely. Yeah, I think that he was lonely too, but I do think that he was talking to there was some interaction with a female energy that caused this to happen. And it could be something that got triggered and then propelled this physical condition, but I'm literally getting that whatever this energy is, it's being returned to sender. It's beautiful where I am. This person is completely better now. I mean, they're better now that they've crossed over, but it doesn't mean that they'll change 100%. So you still may get visited in your dreams. Oh, if you were caught in the crossfire that was meant for you. I don't want to confirm that, but I feel like it is confirmed that he was caught in some type. That's why it's like really hard to pinpoint who this person is. He was caught in some type of situation. There is no time where I am. Time is only on earth. Whoever this person is that sent this energy, they're going to be really suffering because tears cleanse the soul. What did I just say about the universe weeping for him? So yeah, definite cleansing. This person could have passed away so that you could live on. And that could be why they're still with you, because this person wants to be like a spirit guide to you now, which is something that I see actually quite often when somebody loves somebody a lot. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. What I say? What did I just say about this person loved you so much? Wow. Well, whatever it was, just know that whatever was being sent, that you are so important to this world. The energy had to go somewhere. Now it's going to be returned to sender. And whoever did that is going to suffer. So I would I'm like literally picking up on somebody that was attacking another person and made them sick. And so if that attack would have hit you all the way, it would have like not taken you out, but it would, you know, in his life, he was doing everything to right, but he still wasn't 100% living right, like taking care of his body and stuff like that. I feel like that's something that once you go through a health scare that you kind of learn how to take care of, but it's not something that's always taught to you as a child, right? And so it unfortunately a lot of people learn, you know, um, how to take care of their health because a health issue arises, right? So yeah, to answer your question, yes, your funeral, everything that you did was amazing. Again, he just didn't want to leave the earth. He really felt like it wasn't his time. I kind of agree with that. I feel like it was not his time. So I feel like there was definitely an injustice that was done. It's very sad. But know how important that you are, literally how important that you are. Okay, so I'll do one more. Let's see. Honor bond. Okay. When will that girl apologize to me for her mistakes? Oh my goodness. When will she follow the things that I said? Oh my goodness. Okay. So waiting for an apology is probably not how I would be spending my time. I don't feel like this person is sorry. You're so welcome, Lilith. I'm glad that helped and gave you some confirmation. But yeah, I definitely don't so I'm not for sure what you said for her to do to follow the things that you said. I'm not really picking up on that this woman's going to do that, or this girl. 6 of Swords, leaving behind, moving forward, distance ahead. She's pretty much walking away. I don't think that she's going to apologize. Because like I said, I don't think that she's sorry. And you would want, like, if you were wanting a real apology from somebody, you would want them to actually be apologizing for doing something wrong, not just apologizing because they're in trouble for it. 6 of Pentacles, you could have given a lot to this person, been very generous, charitable, support, sharing, giving and receiving, fairness and gratitude. So if she chooses to walk away from you, she's giving up that generosity, right? The Moon, illusions and hidden confusion, secrets and uncertainty. I was just thinking I wouldn't wait around for somebody to recognize that they made a mistake if they made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just personally wouldn't wait around for that because you may be waiting forever. It'd be better to just move on, you know? Okay, you said to her to remove her photo, which is kind of a thirst trap. Was it like a sexy photo or something that you didn't like on the internet? Like on Facebook or some shit? Did she have like a photo in a bathing suit or something? I don't know. I feel like everybody. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lilith, for reminding everybody. I feel like everybody has the right to express themselves however they want to. I don't feel like she's going to remove the photo. She's kind of stubborn. The Star, hope and healing, inspiration, faith, positivity, and wish. Yeah. The Moon and the stars. What is that saying? So we have the star right here, and we have the moon right next to it. Maybe she has a lot of people watching her. So I'm getting that she needs to heal and you need to heal as well. And I'm also getting something about both of you guys having insecurity as being an underlying issue. 10 of Cups. See, there can be happiness, but it's like when you give people ultimatums, a lot of times they're going to want to just say, well, F you, because they're given an ultimatum. Either take this down or da 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 da. Right? I would say that ultimatums are probably not the way to create a long-lasting relationship, but there has to be like both parties have to be willing to compromise with one another for something, for a positive outcome. See, this 10 of cups, this is wishes fulfilled. There, it is possibility that that can happen, family harmony, emotional stability. But I think that what you're wanting is a more mature woman, but the person that you're with, you called her a girl. She's not a mature woman, not yet anyways. And that's not to say that she's not going to become one, but I'm just saying right now, that's not the energy that I pick up. So again, if you're wanting somebody more mature, knowing, yeah, this could be definitely about 10 of, you may want somebody that has a 10 of pentacles or wants a 10 of pentacles with you, and the 10 of cups, the 1010, that's an angel number right there, about new beginnings, family and legacy, inheritance, foundation, and higher commitment. So again, you could be wanting a higher commitment level than what this person is willing to do. Or they could even be saying that they want like, uh-huh. Oh, I see. Okay. So it is a picture. It is a sexy picture. And again, yoga pose or whatever, back pose focuses on her back, and you don't like that. Yeah. So like, this is what I'm saying, that you can't stop somebody from how they want to creatively express themselves. But again, like, I'll just say that I used to be a girl, like years ago. Okay. I was younger and I would put up sexy pictures, right? And then it would bother the person that I was with. So I just took them down because I was at that point ready to mature into a woman. And I knew that having those pictures were going to draw in the wrong type of attention. That makes sense. So if you're wanting somebody that already has matured to that level of knowing that, okay, these pictures are just, yes, it's pulling in attention, but is it the correct type of attention, 6 of Wands, success and victory, triumph and rewards, recognition and praise. So she definitely wants recognition and praise. And that's absolutely okay to want validation from other people. But if you're in a monogamous relationship with one another, then the only validation you should be wanting or needing should be from God. It shouldn't be from anybody in the human world. That's the validation that I really look for, is that comes from the divine. Thank you so much, Lilith. You are awesome. Yeah, make sure that you guys subscribe. Queen of Cups, compassionate and warmth, healer and intuition, supportive and healer. So she is in a Queen of Cups energy. This is a nurturer right here. Then we have this 5 of Wands that just came out. Conflict and ego, competition and rivals, aggression and tension. She could be feeling like she has a lot of competition in her personal life when it comes to other women. And then 4 of Pentacles, possessiveness, boundaries and limits, hoarding and holding, insecurities and stinging. And this is, both of you guys have that energy. Knight of Swords, assertive and impatient, direct and daring, ambitious and motivated. This is definitely your energy right now. So I feel like both of you guys have a little bit of maturity to go through before you're going to be Emperor and Empress energy. But I still feel like, I don't think you can change the way that this person's going to express themselves, right? So I would not be waiting for that. That's what I just keep being told. No, she's not pretending to have male friends. She actually does have male friends. I mean, wouldn't call them friends. Like, they're like snakes in the grass. Like, they're posing as friends. Like, what she's saying to you is true from her perspective, but from the real perspective, these men that are wanting to be her friend are only wanting to be her friend so that they can then sleep with her. So it's like they're snakes in the grass, basically. Okay. But you already know that. You know that how men are, that they'll pretend to be friends with a girl and really be wanting to get with that girl. And most likely they got friend zoned by her and they're just trying to find a way out of the friend zone. So she does have male friends, but are they true friends to her? Could she call any of these male friends up at any time and be like, hey, I got a flat tire, could you come help me? No, these people would not drop what they're doing to help her. So they're not actually friends. It's just like a thing of convenience. But again, I feel like she is a little bit competitive with other women. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Things are going to get better. You knowing this, like you knowing this, you already knew this though. You know what I'm saying? You already knew that men are like this. The Five of Pentacles, this hardships and loss, isolation, abandonment, unemployment, and struggle. I feel like she's facing some type of competition with other women. I don't know what that's about though. But that could be why she's, not wanting to take the picture down. All right, let's get an outcome. But whatever hardship she ends up going through, you may end up being the person that gets her out of it, which could change the way that she looks at you. And I feel like that would be, the Two of Wands, planning. This is your energy right now. Two of Wands, planning and waiting, making a decision, choosing a path. And I'm not saying that this woman doesn't love you or anything like that. I feel like she does have feelings for you, but she also has a boundary of she's going to do whatever the F she wants to do. And you just have to accept that. That's the way that she's acting. But again, like I said, for a relationship to work for both sides, there has to be some level of compromise, and then your guys' mental needs to be on the same thing where you guys are thinking about the same stuff and wanting the same things, right? You're dealing with somebody that feels like they need to have clout. Two of Pentacles, balancing resources, flexibility, and adaptation. Yeah, you may help her out of. Yeah, you want her to be the healer as well, for sure. Well, it's not your job to heal this person. Again, she is a healer. She is a healer. She's very intuitive, and look at this. Two of Pentacles. This is you balancing your resources. Here, get out of my mouth. This is you balancing your resources right here. You bring balance to her life. So I don't feel like that this is a bad relationship. I just feel like it's an immature one. That's all. And yeah, she has a lot to heal. You have a lot to heal, but it's literally the same exact issue. Like I said, it has to do with this possessiveness, boundaries and limits, hoarding and holding, insecurity and stingy. It has to do with that energy. But both of you guys are going to heal from that and develop. That's just how people mature. The Sun, happiness and joy, innocence, success, and optimism. So stay optimistic. I don't think that she's going to remove the picture. I feel like you may have to have a talk with her and maybe talking about compromise, But again, if she's not, it just depends on what you think her intention is, if she's trying to attract other men or not. I mean, I do get that she wants attention and she wants clout, but I don't think that's anything out of the normal of what we're looking at, what humans desire. I don't think that she should be shamed for wanting that. But, again, it's just everybody's preference is a little bit different. Ace of Cups, new love and feelings, emotional awakening, intuition, and spirituality. So yeah, you may have an intuition about this that's just telling you to walk away or something. I feel like you should listen to your intuition, okay? Whatever your intuition tells you is going to be the truth. And so you need to listen to that. Yeah, I definitely understand that. And so that's where I understand where you're coming from completely, because, and I also understand where she's coming from, because it's like, it's up there for everybody to see, which is a problem, or at least her friends or the people that subscribe to her, whatever. But if she's thinking about, using her body as a way of attracting money or whatever, and that could be like she's doing a yoga pose or something, that's going to be something that you have to talk with her about. Oh, thank you. But yeah, this is not anything that's like out of the ordinary. This is kind of ordinary relationship stuff. And it does have to do a little bit with jealousy and, you having a fear. Well, it's like the feeling of you just don't want other people to see what is sacred to you, right? Because then not a yoga pose. Okay. So it is different type of O's. 5 of Swords, aggression and disputes, bullying and stress, conflict and arguments. So yeah, not fear. Good. Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid of this situation at all. You may argue and dispute this. Okay. And so that's why I said compromise. Yeah, correct. Sacred. And so maybe because I think the way that you verbalized to her before of why you wanted it taken down, she probably doesn't understand the full. And again, when I was younger, I didn't understand the full effect of that whole aspect of not allowing people to see what is sacred, right? I didn't understand that, but I learned it. And now I just don't put up bathing suit pictures and stuff like that, even if I'm at the beach. So, and maybe you need to rephrase it to her so that she sees that it's coming from a place of love and respect and self-respect and not a place of jealousy. Because she's looking at it, it's like, oh, well, he's just jealous. And, I'm not going to put up with that. That's the way that she's thinking, right? And so, yeah, so that again, that's how I would reword it to her and then give her a chance to make a decision. I don't think that this one thing would be enough to break the relationship because this is a beautiful woman. She is wonderful and kind and sweethearted, but there are just little things there are little things that will happen that cause everybody to grow. So knowing that this is all occurring so that she can grow up, so that you can grow up, and so that she can create a better understanding of how to keep safe what's sacred to her and how important that is, right? That you just don't go around giving that energy it's about energy, giving that energy to others. 3 of Wands, looking ahead, confidence and growth, foresight. Like I said, I was in Hawaii and posted beach pictures and then was told, take those down because they're bathing suit pictures. And then I would get a lot of attention from random people that I don't know. And I don't really care for that type of attention. But when you're a girl, when you're not a woman, you do care about that type of attention because it makes you feel good. And coming from a girl that's gotten no attention, being a child, and then you turn into a teenager, then you turn into a young adult, and then you become attractive, you learn how to put on makeup, all that type of stuff. So you want to show yourself off, but you end up realizing that by doing that, you're attracting in the wrong type of attention. And she's just in the middle of learning that lesson, right? So yeah, definitely don't judge her for it. Just understand that that's kind of what's happening. Yeah, absolutely. I totally understand that. And it's okay for her to, it is a mistake, but it's something that's a very innocent one. She's not malicious. She's not putting up pictures being like, I'm a maliciously come for him. That's not her intention in any type of way. So I feel like you'll be able to work this out with her. It's going to take compromise from both ends. But if you explain to her what we were just talking about the sacred energy and how powerful it is and how it really potentially pictures that show a lot of skin could potentially attract in predators. And that's just something that I think every woman needs to hear, right? But I'm not saying that she's going to be predatored or anything because she has you, but when she's still seeking outside validation from somebody else, right? 10 of Wands, burden and stress, anxiety and defeat, burnout. So she could be feeling very much burnt out. I don't know why I keep getting this other female energy in her life as a bad influence on her. This could be somebody that she talks to online, or maybe she follows them. Maybe they're a reader. Maybe they're an inspirational person, a motivation. I don't know who this is that she's following. This could even be somebody watching the Kardashians and then being like, oh, well, I'm going to get a dress that looks like that. Literally it could be something that little, you know what I mean? Outside validation, just external forces. I mean, she innately wants validation from God, but she hasn't realized that it's that deep, Queen of Pentacles, generous and caring, nurturing and sensible, comforting and practical. Okay, so beware that she is extremely fertile at this moment. very fertile energy. Okay. So just knowing that she also has a good business sense about her. So yeah, I think you're going to be okay. External validation is like just wanting to be acknowledged by other people. It doesn't have to do with anything romantic or sexual or anything like that. It's just wanting people to recognize you, basically, for being something special. And we can't take that away from people. People are going to want to be recognized and seen in a certain light, right? But this does have to do with your family and your legacy and stuff like that. So you never met in person. Oh my gosh. Yo, you never met in person. That's definitely a reason why she's not going to take the picture down. So yeah, what to do for you guys meeting before her upcoming birthday? Well, is there a big time difference or location difference? I definitely feel like you should, if you can travel to go meet her, that would be a great thing. That would be something. I mean, you got to give her a reason to actually want to take the picture down. And if you guys are just talking, oh my gosh, I totally understand. So yeah, I feel like once you meet with her in person, things will be like location differences there. Okay. So yeah, if you can plan a trip to go visit her, I mean, birthday is a great excuse, but yeah, you need to meet this person in person and have a real experience with them. And then, then anything that you say will be taken not with a grain of salt, basically. It'll be taken seriously. Okay, you guys, I hope that helped you. Oh my gosh, I was almost on here for like 2 hours. Okay, know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Make sure that you guys like this video, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Okay. And happy 5/5 portal. You guys are creating a new reality and it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. So, you guys stay out of fear and move into love. And this is going to be the best thing for you. Okay. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Happy 5/5.